So this recent interview Ben Affleck he just gave with the Hollywood Reporter, when you read the whole article, this is a huge eye opener for if you are following James Gunn's new DCU news, because ever since James Gunn he took off DCU, he did tease a couple of times, we are in talk with Ben Affleck, he's gonna direct a Batman movie for us, or he's gonna direct some DC movie for him. That's what he's been saying, didn't he? But when you read this article, oh my God, Ben Affleck, he's just coming out and bashing James Gunn's new DC, and now it makes me really nervous. Like this guy Ben Affleck, who's end of the day he's not in a great shape of his life, because other day I think he had something with Jennifer Lopez. If you are following that news, he's not doing great. But his brand new movie coming out, Air. If you have seen the trailer, that movie looks interesting. But when I read this article, I'm like, whoa, I can't believe it. Ben Affleck, he's coming out and saying all these things. Same time, it does make sense, because the first Hollywood Reporter, this article came out. It was a month ago, it came out about Wonder Woman, all these things. And from that article, sounded like ever since James Gunn, he took over DCU, he been cutting out all the Zack Snyder stuff. And that is, I think it is a very insensitive of him to do this, because why you are cutting out that DCU? Why don't you just make new movies? Why you are trying to erase that universe? Because many people like that universe. And some of the characters, they're still around. So what are you doing? But anyway, that article, when you read there, sounded like they did cut out Ben Affleck, some of his cameo he did. Like, I think he shot some cameo for Aquaman, The Lost Kingdom. Also, I think he shot a cameo for Shazam or many other movies for DCU. And sounded like he cut out all those cameo scenes. Now you are, like, after you cutting him out from those DCU scenes, now you're asking him to direct a brand new movie for you? How silly is that sound? But of course, James Gunn, he's coming out and he's saying all these things. And people believe him, unfortunately. I do not believe in him, because I think I don't like the way he's handling the DCU. Although I'm, like, when I say I just don't like the way he behaved on Twitter. I think it's very unprofessional. This like director, the head of a studio, he just going there saying all this thing, blaming people, dragging people. Like, what the heck? Have some respect. Okay, so in this interview, sounded like he says this: I'll not direct something for James Gunn DC, says the Flash star Ben Affleck. Oh my God, I can't believe he's saying this. I have nothing against James Gunn. I just wouldn't want to go in direct in the way they are doing that. And I'm like, whoa, what does that mean? That means like he doesn't like the way new approach for them. He said, I think there was more about this article. So he said, I'm going to direct a Batman made me go, oh, I am out. I never want to do this again, said Ben Affleck. I guess he's talking a lot about his personal experience. That means I think he is saying something about Zack Snyder stuff too. The genius is that Zack Snyder eventually went to AT&T and was like, I can get 4 hours of content. He was like, do you want to come and shoot in my backyard? And I was like, I think there are union. I think we have to make a deal, but I did it. Oh, sounds like he did all of the book. That scene he shot with, Jared Leto. Oh, I did make a reaction to it. That was very cool scene, honestly. Yeah, I forgot that Ben Affleck, he did came in and he did shot that scene, probably for free, sounds like. That's what sounds like when you read this. And I'm here thinking, oh man, this is, once again, DC is like this. Obviously, James Gunn, he was lying to us about, he was in talk with Ben Affleck, because in reality, Ben Affleck, he was not on board with this new DCU. And I'm like, okay, so here's the thing. I really like Ben Affleck as a Batman. I thought he was really good in that movie, Batman versus Superman. And also he was good in Justice League. For some reason, his take on Batman, it was really good. I will say in some cases, it was better than Robert Pattinson Batman. because for some reason this Ben Affleck Batman, it felt very different. And although we might not see him again, which is sad, but he will be in Flash movie. For that I'm super excited. I can't wait to see this movie, honestly. After reading this article, sounds like James Gunn, you are just lying to people, and Warner Brother, once again, they're just this studio, you just mess. It's really sad that Warner Brother, they are the owner of my favorite characters, Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, Flash. I feel sad saying this, but they're not a good studio, are they? And that's my thought on this. Let me know in the comment, what do you think about this Ben Affleck finally coming out and saying something about it? If you enjoyed my this video, don't forget to share my other videos on other topics. If you enjoyed this, please subscribe. Until I see you next time, please take care.